What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. So in today's video, I am finally getting around to doing my updated hair care routine since getting my tape and extensions. I've done a few of these videos in the past, one when I had like my naturally long hair, one when I had my short hair, and now I've got my fake hair. Thought it was time to do another one. So yeah, basically in today's video, I'm just gonna be talking you guys through everything that I do to get my hair looking like this, what I get it done at the salon, what I do at home to kind of help maintain it, all the different products that I use, how often I wash it, basically anything that you guys have ever asked me about my hair. This is the video where I'm gonna be answering all of it. So yes, if you ever wanted to know how I keep my hair this color, how I maintain it, and how I just get it to look like this in general, please stay tuned. Okay, so if you guys are new here and you don't actually know that my hair is tape and extensions, it is. My natural hair now is like, you can even see it a little bit here. My natural hair is now about this length. It's still quite thin though, because obviously I do have a bunch of different layers from when it was cut short. So yeah, my natural hair is still quite short. So a lot of my hair that you see here is just tape and extensions. Let me see if I can just show you one quickly. There we go. Nice little mate there. So as some of you guys may have known, I used to have hair that was, to be honest, it was basically like this, but it was all of my natural hair. But after a while, it did get very, very damaged. That's what bleach will do to you. But yeah, long story short, it got very, very damaged. It was thinning and falling out a little bit. So I had to have it cut super, super short. I hated it. I hate myself with short hair. So I put up with it for a little bit, let my hair kind of rest for a bit. And then I went ahead and got tape and extensions. So my natural hair, as you guys might be able to see, is this color here. It's basically a pretty dark brown, basically the same kind of color as my eyebrows. I get my tape-ins put in at the salon. I get them put in every 3 months or so. And the salon that I go to is Vicky Hoskin Hair Artistry, which is in Weybridge in Cornwall. She's Vicky Scissorhands on Instagram if you guys do want to check her out. But yeah, as you can see, my tape-ins, they are all basically just one color. So they literally kind of arrive like that. They're pre-colored and everything. Vicky doesn't even have to do them herself. She can, but she just gets them ordered for me in this color. And as you can see, obviously in comparison to my roots here, they are a lot different. You can get ones that do have roots, but we get them in this color for me because by the time I actually put the layers down, they pretty much blend in perfectly. So I actually have a few packs of the extensions that Vicky uses that I use at home. Just say, for example, if like one falls out or if maybe my extensions are thinning a little bit, I actually get Ollie to put a couple of them in. So these are the extensions that I use, and they're the same ones that Vicky uses as well. They're from the brand Euphoria 1, and they are the Tape-In Russian Mongolian Hair Double Drawn Extensions. These are 18 to 20 inches, and they're in the color silver gray. I'll leave a link to them down below. These are around about £40 for like 10 tape-ins, which basically gives you like 5 sections of hair. So like, again, if I get this little guy out here, if you guys have never seen tape-ins before, it's basically double-sided tape. So this is one section and then this is another one. So you basically just put your hair in between and then just kind of like squish it down and they will stay. So these days I am quite lucky in the fact that obviously these extensions are just this color. They're not my natural hair. They're not gonna fade as much. So before, when it was my natural hair, I obviously had to maintain the color a lot more. Whereas with these, they do just kind of stay the same color. I do just have to like top it up a little bit, maybe every few weeks or so. I have the tape-ins like all around my head. It's basically from like here down to like the nape of my neck almost. So I do have quite a lot of hair in now. So yeah, when it comes to like the length of my hair and this color and stuff, it's pretty easy to maintain because they are just naturally this color anyway. I do just make sure I wash them with purple shampoo. And then another thing I do to maintain them, even though obviously it's not my hair, it is still bleached hair, so it can get damaged after like using heat on it and everything. So I do make sure to give them a little trim. I just got really, really cheap hairdressing scissors. And basically when I see the ends starting to split a little bit, I'll just give them a little trim. So that's kind of it when it comes to like my extensions. I'll show you guys some products that I like to use on them in a second to kind of help maintain it. But that's like the general gist of the fake hair. When it comes to my natural hair, like I was showing you guys, it is down to around about here. And as you might be able to see, it's not as blonde or like gray as the extensions are, and that's because I am just giving my hair a little bit of a rest at the moment, which is what tape-ins are helping me with. But obviously I do still want it to blend. I don't want to suddenly go like brown hair just to like randomly silver hair. So what Vicky normally does, if I just grab some of my hair here, you can obviously see that there's a blend from like my natural color down to a grey colour that kind of matches the extensions here. So a lot of this I still have from when I was getting my hair bleached before, and all we really do now is when I'm getting my extensions put back in, she will just bleach a tiny little bit around the front and around the ends just to kind of like highlight it basically, to give it a nicer blend. And then she'll do the whole like toning, dyeing, whatever the hell it is she does. I'll give her a little DM to ask if she can like write out what the products is that she actually uses in case you guys are interested, or in case you're in like different countries or like all the way up the top of England or something, because obviously I know Cornwall is very, very far for a lot of you. But yeah, yeah, I'll try and get that info from her and I'll just pop it down in the description box. So yeah, at the moment, I'm not really using too much bleach on my hair or anything. It's just kind of like around the front and everything like that. And we always make sure to use Olaplex like within the treatment when I'm getting it done. But yeah, like the underneath and everything at the moment, we're not really touching, just to kind of give it a little bit of a break. So like I mentioned with Olaplex, Vicky always uses it whenever she's bleaching my hair or putting any kind of color in there. But I also make sure that I use the number 3 one at home like a couple times a week. Once again, I don't really need to do too much to my fake hair, so I mostly just focus the Olaplex and everything on this section of my hair up here. I'll usually just kind of like section off around the crown of my head and then just treat it like that, leave it in for at least 10 minutes or so, because that's how long it takes to work, and then just wash it out and then do my normal hair care routine. So when it comes to my hair care routine, I generally wash my hair, like I say like 1.5 times a week. So I do like one full wash where I actually wash the extensions and everything as well, but then I'll also just do like a half a wash where I kind of just wash this bit and like my natural hair basically. Purely because if you have extensions, if you have long hair, you'll know how long it takes to blow dry your hair. It is like the bane of my life. So if I can just get away with doing like the top of my hair or something, you can bet your ass I'll do that. So yeah, I usually wash my hair 1 to 2 times a week. I find that works perfectly for me because obviously a lot of my hair is now bleached, so I don't really find that it gets too greasy too quickly. The only time I ever really find it gets greasy is like around the roots where there's my natural hair. So when I am washing my hair, I always make sure to wash it at least 2 to 3 times. The first time is just with like a normal shampoo. The second time, also with a normal shampoo, just to kind of help really clean the hair. Like I used to work in a salon when I was younger, and it was basically ingrained in me that you wash the hair the first time to get rid of like the oils and the dirt. You wash it the second time to actually like clean the hair. And then to help keep my hair this color, I do wash it a 3rd time in the shower, but I make sure to use just purple shampoo. So like I said, I'm not too precious about the actual shampoos that I use. One that I've been using recently, not these, the ones in my shower are a lot more disgusting, but I've been using these from Mark Hill. It is the Pink Clay shampoo and conditioner. So I've been using these a lot. And then I've also been using the L'Oreal Dream Length shampoo as well. I kind of put those 2 in rotation just so my hair doesn't get too used to a shampoo. But my bae, my one and only, this like, any of you guys with silver hair or like ashy blonde hair, or if you just want to kind of get rid of any brassiness in your hair, use this stuff. Seriously, just try it. Freaking use it. It's not that expensive. It's like, I think a bottle this size cost me about 15 quid, which may seem like a lot if you're used to buying shampoo that costs maybe like 2 quid, but you do get a ton. You get 1,000 ml here. So this is the Fanola No Yellow shampoo. They also do a no orange one, which is a bit more bluey, which when I had my more bluey hair, I was using that, but this is just the best. So basically all I did earlier on is I took my extensions and basically just tied them at the back of my hair, just like quite low down so I didn't get them too wet. And I literally just like tip the top of my head into the shower and just like wash this bit. I maybe take, I don't know, maybe like this much, like a blob of like this much of the purple shampoo and really work that in my hair. One little piece of advice, you will thank me for it. Use rubber gloves. So I'll use about this much for the top part of my hair. It might seem like quite a lot, but I do like to make sure that my hair is fully lagged in it to really keep it looking cool, because my hair does have a tendency to go a lot more brassy. Okay, so I think that just about covers everything for like the washing part of my hair. So now I'll move on to when I have to like dry it and everything, which is like the bane of my life. I actually don't use too many products in my hair anymore. Again, thank God for these freaking tape and extensions. I generally use, I'd say like 3 different products on the daily. One thing I always make sure to use is obviously a heat protectant. This is one that I just always kind of go towards. It's cheap. It works just fine for me. It's the Got To Be Guardian Angel. It protects from 220-degree heat. And yeah, I find that you can find it pretty much anywhere. I usually pick it up in Asda when I'm doing my shop. It's maybe no more than a $5. One thing in particular that I've been using in my hair if I have been drying it is this guy here from L'Oreal. It's the L'Oreal Elvive Dream Lengths Frizz Killer Serum, which I swear by, man. I have worked with them in the past in promoting this product, but this is not like a promotion for them at all. Like, I just genuinely love this stuff. It makes my hair so sleek. Like, there's nothing worse after blow drying your hair when it's looking all frazzled. It just looks like this. Another recent favorite of mine, which is pretty pricey, but you really don't need a lot, and I love it so much, is the Olaplex bonding oil. So this stuff I will mostly just use kind of again on like the top part of my hair. Again, like I will run a little bit through the ends, but this ain't my hair. I don't need to worry about it too much. In a few months time, I'm gonna be getting new stuff. So yeah, I do like to focus this mostly on like my actual hair, and literally all I'll do, by the way, this stuff smells insane. All I'll do is basically take a couple of little drops like that on my finger and just run it in between my fingers there and it just helps to maintain the condition of my natural hair to obviously help it grow out. So that's kind of it when it comes to the general styling products for my hair. Obviously I will like chop and change sometimes. If I am curling my hair, I will use like a curling spray. I actually have it here now actually because I was doing a little Instagram video earlier on, but this is the Longwear Curl Hold Spray from Mark Hill. Really, really good for curling your hair. If you're like me and your hair just instantly drops when you curl it. This stuff, you spray in beforehand. I'll show you guys in a second, but you spray it in your hair beforehand and then curl your hair, and then you can spray it again and it just kind of like holds everything in place. Another thing you guys may have seen me use quite a lot, again from Mark Hill, is the taming polish. So basically all I'll do with this is take a little bit on my nail and again just rub it in between my fingers, and it really helps to get rid of any little flyaways. So say like some of the little flyaways you can see here, I basically just smooth them down around my parting, and say if I want to kind of like slick a bit of my hair behind my ear, because it can almost go behind my ear now, very exciting, then I will just kind of do that, or help to get rid of any like baby hairs or whatever. So now I'll just quickly touch on some styling tools. Now this is a very weird and a very like, I can't believe I'm about to sit here and do this. Okay, so this is an ad. You see, this is an ad, but the two styling tools that I've been recently, one is a curler, one is a straightener, is part of this thing here. Okay. That's me. Can't believe it. Some of you guys may have seen this in your local Boots. I'm literally like, I want to tear up. This is so weird to me. Hi, Steph, ×2. Never, ever thought I'd be on a freaking product box. Wow. So this is the Too Faced Glam Kit from Mark Hill. As you might be able to see, inside you get a brush, you get some straighteners, and then you also get a curler. I've always been very, very picky with straighteners. I always thought I had to have like some of the most expensive straighteners out there, but these are great. These are so great. And the best thing about this kit is obviously it's like as a bundle, it's affordable anyway. But the best thing is it's actually usually in some kind of sale, some kind of offer or something. So you can usually even find it a bit cheaper. But like these straighteners, I used them straight in my hair earlier on today. So this is what the straighteners look like. As you can see, they're very, very sleek and they go up to 230 degrees. They're so quick. So you literally turn them on and probably within like 10 to 15 seconds, they're hot enough to use. I know obviously my hair's pretty straight now, but I will just quickly show you guys these in action. So this is the brush that comes in the kit as well. So if I just brush out a little bit of my hair here. So as you can see from just like having my hair behind my ear a bit there, it has got a little bit of a kink, so I'll just run the straighteners through like that. So these are then the curlers that come in the kit, and again they heat up super fast, and these go up to 200 degrees, which again is like a really good heat. It's like not too hot that I'm like scared to actually use them on the hair, but hot enough to leave a really good curl. I actually posted an Instagram story recently where I had curly hair and I had a ton of messages about what it was that I actually used, and it was this. I usually flip between this and then pick a mixed one depending on what kind of curl or wave that I want, but I just love this for like a bog standard, good solid curl. So I just plugged these in. They have two different settings here. They have 1 and 2. I'm gonna go straight up to 2, and then I'm just gonna leave like the tool to kind of rest on this guy here for a second. So when it comes to actually curling my hair, I don't like to faff around too much. I'm so lazy when it comes to my hair, which is why it's basically always straight or up. So literally all I do is, again, I will kind of go around the top of my hair. I'll usually separate my extensions by half, and then I just like to usually just separate it right down at the middle of the back and just give them a little brush. So like I was saying, for curls, I usually use this guy here, the Longwear Curl Hold Spray. So all I'll do, I don't like to separate my hair too much. I basically just take one of my tapes and like a little bit of hair around it and just give that a little spritz and just kind of run it through. I'll then take the curling wand, and as you can see, it does have a clamp which you can use. I actually prefer to just use it without. So I'll basically just wiggle the hair around the base of the wand there and make sure I curl it away from my face, and then just kind of hold it there for, I don't know, somewhere between like 5 to 10 seconds. And then I'll slowly unwind it, and you're left with like the most insane looking curl. Now, obviously I won't necessarily leave it like this. I do brush it out afterwards, but I do just like to kind of keep it there and like let it cool down like that for a second. And then I'll go back in with a little bit more of that curl spray just to make sure it's all fixed in place. And then yeah, basically just repeat that throughout the rest of my hair. Sometimes I will change it up a little bit, and I might do some curls that are kind of like facing towards my face a bit, but I always make sure to do them away from my face around the front of my hair. So again, leave it there for around 10 seconds and then just slowly unwrap that. Hold on to this little guy here and just give that a little spritz. Doing this as well really doesn't take me very long. I never used to curl my hair because it would take so long to do it, but I find this way literally just kind of takes me like, I don't know, around 30 seconds per curl. And you can see they're all looking pretty uniform there. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly go off camera and do the rest of my hair. Basically what I'll do is I'll go all around the bottom layer and then I'll just do the top. Usually I like to leave the top short layers because otherwise they can just kind of go a little bit like noodly, like Justin Timberlake noodle kind of hair. So I'm just gonna do that off camera to save a little bit of time, and then I'll show you guys how I style it at the end. All right guys, so this is where I've ended up. I haven't like sorted out my top layers or anything like that. So what I'm gonna do is give one final spritz all over those curls. And then what I like to do is just run my fingers through them. And then the way that I like to actually wear my hair now is I will take this little fringy bit and tuck that behind my ear there. And then I like to tuck that bit under there as well and put that behind my ear. Then turn these bad boys on again. And then with any kind of like flyaway bits like this, I'll just run my straighteners through them again. And basically I'll either curl them or I will just like straighten them down a bit. Just kind of see how that looks. Okay, yeah, that kind of works. So again, just with like a few of these little top layers here, I won't do like a proper curl. I'll just kind of give them a bit of a twist. Yeah, okay, like that. And now I've lost my taming polish stuff. Where did I put that? There it is. Okay, so again, I'll just take a little bit of that and basically just position my hair wherever I kind of want it. Again, same kind of thing. So just tuck that bit under. I just find it suits me a little bit more like this. And that's pretty much it. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully some of you found it helpful because I know a lot of you have been asking questions about my hair since I have been getting tape-ins. As always, I will of course leave links to everything in the description box down below. If you did want to check out the Too Faced Glam Kit with my face on it twice, then yeah, I'll leave a link to that one as well. I still can't get over it. If you guys have any other questions, if maybe I've missed something out, then do ask me in the comments down below and I'll definitely get back to you. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys and I will see you in the next one. Bye.